Excuse me. Can the performance stay on the stage? We have a group photo with the students.
천하예술학교 학생들의 멋진 무대였습니다.
Thank you for your beautiful performance.
지금부터 한국 유네스코가 60주년 기념식을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 한국과 유네스코가 함께한 60년 역사를 기억하고자 마련한 이 뜻깊은 자리에 참석해주신 모든 내빈 여러분들께 진심으로 감사드립니다. 저는 오늘 행사의 한국어 진행을 맡은 오혜지입니다.
Distinguished guests from home and abroad, ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin celebration of the 60th anniversary of Korea's admission to UNESCO. Please accept our deepest gratitude in taking your time to attend this meaningful event. My name is Yu Dong-han, and I'm Co-Master Ceremony in English.
먼저 이번 60주년 기념 행사를 주관한 유네스코 한국위원회를 대표해 유네스코 한국위원회 위원장이신 안병만 교육과학기술부 장관님께서 환영사를 하시겠습니다.
First, it is with delight to introduce Mr. An Byung-man, the chairman of Korean National Commission for UNESCO, as well as the Minister of Education, Science and Technology, who will now deliver his welcoming message.
즉석 연설을 할 수도 있는데요. 그건 이 유네스코의 신뢰가 되는 것 같아서 정식으로 써가지고 왔습니다. 그것도 저 여기 외국인이 많이 계시기 때문에 시간 좀 절약하려고 영어로 써와서 발음도 별로 안 좋지만 제가 써온 것을 읽도록 하겠습니다. 여러분 만나 뵙게 돼서 참 반갑습니다. Okay. Honorable Madam Irina Bokova, Director General of UNESCO, Secretaries General of the National Commissions for UNESCO in Asia and the Pacific, members of the UNESCO family in Korea, and distinguished guests. We have gathered here today to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Korea's joining of UNESCO. To add to our pleasure, the Seoul City government has designated the Myeongdong Street, where we are now, as a UNESCO Street on this memorable day. We thank the mayor of Seoul City. I'm also very pleased to announce that the UNESCO family in Korea and the Korean Community Chest donate funds for UNESCO's educational reconstruction works in Haiti, which was hit by a tragic earthquake. We all remember that. Korea's participation in the international aid for reconstruction work in Haiti holds significance because Korea was the nation that received the aid from UNESCO 60 years ago when our land was devastated by the Korean War. We are well aware that the remarkable economic and political achievements we have made over the decades would not have been possible without the assistance from UNESCO and the international community. Now, as a remarkable member of the international community, I'm sorry, it's not remarkable. Now, as a responsible member of the international community, it's much better, right? They wrote in a wrong way. Now, as a responsible member of the international community, Korea is joined the OECD's Development Assistance Committee last November and is to hold the G20 summit this November. It is very meaningful for Korea to be able to repay part of our debts to the international community by helping the Haitian people in need through UNESCO. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to UNESCO and kindly ask Madame Irina Bokova to convey our gratitude to all UNESCO members throughout the world. As the Korean Secretary General, Dr. Taek-soo Chun will touch upon activities of UNESCO Korea in detail later, I would like to talk briefly about our vision for the future. In the East Asian culture, 60 years is thought to encompass the lifespan of a person. Thus, it has been customary to extend congratulations and blessings to people who live past 60 years for entering a new phase of life. It is my belief that such a blessing life means a life of caring for others. It's me. I'm over 60. You may live longer and healthier life when you live caring for others. In that regard, as Korea's activities as a UNESCO member enter a new phase after 60 years of spectacular growth, we are focusing more on sharing with other countries. Those activities include sending shoes of hope to the children of developing countries and dispatching youth volunteers to African countries. From now on, Korea's UNESCO activities will be aimed to reach beyond the Asia-Pacific region towards broader international cooperation. However, Korea's effort would not bear fruit without the active support from UNESCO, its member states, and other international partners. I know that each and everyone here is the key player in UNESCO activities, and I ask for your continuous interest and support for Korea's UNESCO activities. Once again, I welcome all of you here and wish you every success and happiness. Thank you.
정리할 말씀 감사합니다.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your enlightening words.
이번 행사를 위해 국내에서 많은 분들이 참석해 주셨는데요. 먼저 유네스코 본부를 대표해 이번 기념식에 참석하신 이리나 보코바 유네스코 사무총장님께서 축사를 하시겠습니다.
We are especially honored this year by the presence of many distinguished guests from home and abroad. On behalf of UNESCO headquarters, Madame Irina Bokova, the Director General of UNESCO, will now deliver her congratulatory message. Let us welcome her with a big applause.
Honorable Minister Ang Byung-man, Minister of Education, Science and Technology, and Chairperson of the Korean National Commission for UNESCO. Dear Mr. Chung, Secretary General of the National Commission for UNESCO. Dear friends of UNESCO, distinguished guests, dear colleagues from UNESCO's different offices and bureaus here in Asia and the Pacific and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely honored, and it's a big pleasure for me to assist here this evening the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the admission of Republic of Korea to UNESCO. And on this occasion also to make my first official visit to your wonderful country. May I say in all humility that your long association with our organization far outstrips my own. This anniversary of Korea's relationship with UNESCO is indeed a very special celebration. And what springs immediately to mind is the profound transformation of your country. It has undergone in the past 6 decades such a transformation that changed the nature of Korea's relationship with UNESCO, and indeed with the rest of the world in a most fundamental way. As you, Honorable Minister, rightfully pointed out, in the early years of Korea's membership, the country was engaged in reconstruction and rehabilitation, and at that time it was UNESCO's role to help it to get back on its feet, and we are very proud of this fact. Today, Korea is helping UNESCO and the world to help other nations whose needs are now greater than its own. And I would specifically like to thank you for the generous contribution for the reconstruction of Haiti, pointing out that UNESCO and Korea also are very much involved to help this, to overcome this enormous human tragedy, and I'm particularly grateful for your contribution. Let me say that your country overcame its challenges because, in my mind, it focused on what was essential. Critically, Korea understood that educating its people was a necessary investment for the future, and the efforts it made have rapidly themselves immediately. In 1945, more than 70% of the population was illiterate. Today, that figure has shrunk to a practically non-existent number. Thanks also to the government's success in improving living standards through vigorous reforms in housing and social welfare, Korea's population has adapted well to the transformation from an agrarian society to an industrialized, and now it moves to the next era of high technology and innovation. Your country is an example and inspires the rest of the world, and it serves a very good testimony to any nation struggling to overcome seemingly nowadays unsurmountable poverty and deprivation. Let me say how extremely fortunate we at UNESCO are to have you as a member, actively engaged in our work in so many levels and extremely generous in its support. This support, to give such an example, also enabled UNESCO made great breakthroughs in many countries in the world, in Asia, both in Asia, and now increasingly so in Africa. Last October, we signed a memorandum of understanding that will enable UNESCO to help the development of technology in education in 10 countries in the Asia and Pacific region. Such willingness to help other nations, such international solidarity, builds bridges and fosters the mutual understanding and respect between peoples that are at the heart of UNESCO's mission to build peace, which is also very much into the heart of the activity of the Regional Center, Center Category 2 for Asia and Pacific for International Dialogue, whose work and activity I value highly. Korea is also a valued partner in UNESCO's effort to preserve world heritage as well as intangible heritage, once again within this country and beyond your borders. Some sense of the richness and diversity of Korea's own cultural heritage can be gleaned from its 8 cultural properties and 1 natural property included in UNESCO's World Heritage List, the most recent addition to which are the royal tombs of Joseon dynasty. For instance, I'm extremely delighted in this area of intangible heritage also to point out to the establishment of the Networking Center for Intangible Cultural Heritage in Asia and Pacific, recently established, which was adopted as a decision by the 34th session of the General Conference. I am convinced that this center will work in tandem with the two other centers in the region, namely in China and Japan, which are devoted to different aspects, but once again to preserving intangible heritage. Korea also contributes to UNESCO's work in sciences. Among many examples, it will be involved in regional capacity building, in coastal hazards forecasting, within the framework of the 2012 Korean Yasu Ocean Expo, another big challenge and event that will be hosted by the Republic of Korea and strongly supported again by UNESCO, a project that will be launched by our International Oceanographic Commission. And in this year of biodiversity, I'm delighted that a Korean language version of UNESCO's traveling exhibition on diversity is in this country. We just passed through this wonderful street, and which is already named UNESCO Street. I'm extremely grateful to the municipality of this district of Seoul that such a wonderful promotion of UNESCO's activities and values and respect to UNESCO has been shown with this also addition of a biodiversity exhibition. And I'm particularly grateful to the National Commission of UNESCO for its very dynamic role in strengthening our relationship with this country. Your National Commission, Mr. Minister, can serve as an example for very many commissions throughout the world. And I promised yesterday the consultations, the meeting of all the national commissions of the ASPEC region, Asian Pacific region, also to send letters to all the governments encouraging them to give the necessary support also to their respective national commissions. I'm sure that there is a lot of envy, Mr. Chung, towards you, because you have the strong support of the government of Korea. And above all, I thank your country for being such a fine example, and also one that puts education and culture at the center of the development process. I hope that as a host to the forthcoming G20 meeting, summit, and as well as at every other opportunity, you will continue to put education and development in the core of the agenda of global governance. Let me conclude by saying on this special anniversary, Chok Hahamnida. For those who are not Korean speakers like myself, I say it in English, congratulations. May the partnership between this country, your country, Korea, and our great organization strengthen for the next 60 years. Thank you for your attention.
좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
Thank you, Madam Director General.
다음으로 마시모 안드레아 레제리 주한 이탈리아 대사님을 모시고 축하의 말씀을 듣겠습니다. 참고로 한국은 지난 1950년 이탈리아 피렌체에서 열린 제5차 유네스코 총회에서 55번째 유네스코 회원국으로 가입한 바 있습니다.
Korea joined UNESCO as the 55th member in the 5th General Conference held in Florence, Italy in 1950. Another special guest for today, we warmly welcome the Honorable Massimo Andrea Leggeri, the Ambassador to the Government of Italy, who will deliver his congratulatory remarks. Let us welcome him with a big applause.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank for the invitation and also to be invited to say a few words. It's a great pleasure and honor. I would like, of course, to congratulate the Director General of UNESCO, Mrs. Bokova. I have the pleasure and honor to meet for the first time, and of course, Mr. An and all and especially congratulate Korea for this anniversary. I also was born in 1950, so I feel how important it is this year. So Korea is doing a great work in UNESCO, as well as in all the area of multilateral organization. I would like to stress how much education, has been recalled by the Director General, is important in Korean society. In my 4 years in Korea, I learned this is the core of this country, and I think this is something that we live in Korea and we work in Korea, we have to take advantage. And then UNESCO and Korea has also been active in promoting its own culture. This is also another important thing to be, at the same time, one of the most innovative countries investing in research and new technologies, and at the same time to be so proud and to be so ready to promote the tradition and the old culture of the country. In this sense, I feel a lot of similarities of my country, Italy. In the framework of multilateral system in which my country is particularly attached and believe firmly, we believe that UNESCO is playing an invaluable role, and we have the chance to have so much of the world cultural heritage in Italy that for us UNESCO is an absolute reference for our own existence, I would say. And I would like to congratulate also UNESCO, because UNESCO representing culture. Culture is a message of understanding, the stressing the value of the diversity, the richness of the diversity. And that is also the importance of dialogue, to be able to help to safeguard and promote tradition, and at the same time encourage innovation and research in the best way, the better way to protect this tradition and this heritage. I would say, if I similarities with environment protection as far as culture is concerned, UNESCO is playing a very important role to make culture benefit at the maximum from the advantage of globalization, but at the same time to protect culture from the danger of globalization, which is against the danger for diversity, the danger for languages, for traditions, for art and artifacts work. So I think this is also very important. And I have not prepared my speech, so it will be maybe very culturally not very decent, but and very short, which is an advantage culturally. And I would like just to conclude that in this very moment, and in this part of the world, I think it's very important for all of us to see a message of peace arriving. And I would like to express my firm conviction that it's very important to all work for peace and understanding. And especially here, for the love I personally have for this country and for this area, for this peninsula, I would like to see this event also a contribution to the effort of peace and dialogue that we all are working for in this part of the world. And I'm not so good in Korean as you are, Director General, but I will just say 감사합니다.
축하의 말씀 감사합니다.
Thank you, Ambassador, for your kind words.
지난 1월 우리는 지진이 아이티의 수많은 생명과 재산을 앗아가는 비극을 보았습니다. 세계 곳곳에서 아이티의 도움의 손길을 내미는 가운데 유네스코 한국위원회는 각계로부터 아이티 교육 재건을 위한 성금을 모았습니다. 아이티의 희망을 전달하기 위한 우리의 성금을 이번 60주년 기념식을 맞아 유네스코 본부 측에 전달하도록 하겠습니다.
In January this year, we watched the Haiti earthquake killing thousands of people and causing immeasurable damage. All around the world, people lent our hands in support for the devastation. Following these noble actions, the UNESCO family in Korea, along with the Community Chest of Korea, Jogye Order of Korean Buddhism, and Friends on the Path, has made contribution to the funds for UNESCO's relief efforts in Haiti, and will now deliver them to UNESCO headquarters with our hearts.
먼저 사회복지 공동모금회를 대표해 윤병철 회장님께서 기금을 전달하시도록 하겠습니다.
First, on behalf of the Community Chest of Korea, President Yoon Byung-chul will deliver the funds.
다음은 효탄 스님께서 대한불교 조계종 아름다운 동행을 대표해 성금을 전달하겠습니다.
Next, on behalf of Jogye Order of Korean Buddhism and Friends on the Path, the Venerable Hyotan will deliver the funds.
끝으로 유네스코 협회, 유네스코 협동학교, 유네스코 한국위원회 등 한국 유네스코 가족을 대표해 유재건 한국 유네스코 협회 연맹 회장님께서 성금을 전달하도록 하겠습니다.
Finally, on behalf of the UNESCO Clubs and Association, UNESCO Associated Schools, and Korean National Commission for UNESCO, President Yoo Jae-gun of Korean National Federation of UNESCO Clubs and Associations will deliver the funds.
예, 성금 전달에 참여해주신 세 분께서는 앞으로 잠시만 나와주시기 바랍니다.
May we invite all three of the donators, please, up on.
이번 성금 모금 활동에 참여해주신 모든 분들께 다시 한번 감사의 박수를 전합니다.
Let us put our hands together once again for all those who participated in the fundraising.
다음으로 한국의 전통 문화인 570회를 현대적인 감각으로 계승하고 계신 57예술가 전용복 씨께서 한국 유네스코가 60주년을 기념해 직접 제작하신 작품 바다의 축제를 유네스코 본부에 기증하도록 하겠습니다.
Mr. Chun Young-bok, a master of Ochilware, carrying out the spirit of Korean culture, will now donate one of his pieces entitled Sea Festival to the UNESCO headquarters.
저희가 하나, 둘, 셋을 예. 하나, 둘, 셋을 외치면 작품을 제막해 주시기 바랍니다.
Please remove the veil once we count down as a group. 1, 2, 3.
You will see the UNESCO house, the corridors, to put it in a very prominent place.
다음은 이리나 보코바 유네스코 사무총장님의 감사 말씀을 듣도록 하겠습니다.
Let us invite Madam Director General for her appreciation remarks.
I would like to thank most warmly, and I have to say that I'm deeply moved and touched by this expression of solidarity. I believe that what happened in Haiti moved the soul, and it was important that UNESCO was one of the first to go and help the Haitian people, because I think that in Haiti, nobody has geopolitical concerns and interests. It was human. And for the first time, probably since a very long time, international community was in front of such a challenge to show its human side, to show its humanism, where there is no sheer economic, geopolitical, or whatever interest. And as I said to the Prime Minister, to the government of Haiti when I visited it, UNESCO is there. UNESCO will be on a long-term basis helping the Haitian people recover their education system, protect their cultural objects, their cultural heritage, help them develop further their rich cultural heritage of which they're rightfully so proud of. And finally, of course, we will help them reconstitute the fabric of their society. It's a big test for all of us, and we at UNESCO have the firm conviction and the decisiveness to be there and to help. And I'm extremely grateful for the donors for helping these efforts and for expressing this profound sense of human solidarity. And of course, I can't help myself. Yesterday I visited this wonderful exhibition, And at the beginning they said, you may choose whatever you want for UNESCO. So I went, and I was very much afraid that I liked everything. And I said, can I choose only one? Then I said, well, I have to stop myself at some and not to be so aggressive and to be more modest. So I think that with Mr. Chung, this was in fact a beautiful lacquer, traditional lacquer. I know how difficult it is and to make such a beautiful painting, and I'm extremely, extremely grateful to have a very good friend, and we expect that this same exhibition that I saw yesterday, we will see soon at UNESCO also building. Thank you once again.
보코바 사무총장이가 한 번 더 기념 촬영을 하실 수 있도록 성금보금 활동에 참여해 주신 관계자분들과 또 전용보 선생님께서 잠시만 나와주시기 바랍니다.
May we invite all the donators and Mr. Chon Young-bo once again to the stage for a group photo with the Director General.
참고로 보코바 사무총장님께서는 세계문화예술교육대회 일정 때문에 시간 관계상 일찍 자리를 떠나시게 되었습니다. 바쁜 일정에도 참석해 주신 점 진심으로 감사드립니다.
Unfortunately, Madam Director General will no longer be joining us, for she has another duty at the World Conference on Arts Education. Let us thank her once again for her presence.
이제 지난 60년간 유네스코가 한국 사회에 기여한 활동들을 돌아보는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 전택수 유네스코 한국위원회 사무총장님께서 한국 유네스코 활동 60년사를 소개해 주시겠습니다.
For the past 60 years, Korea shared many fond memories with UNESCO. Dr. Taek-soo Chun, Secretary General to the Korean National Commission for UNESCO, will now take the stand to reflect our past.
Honorable Madame Bokova has been so popular. She arrived here 2 days ago. Many news media and many TV want to get an interview with her, and also many institutes want to invite her. So also tonight we have to share. I'm very sorry to say we have to share with World Conference on Art Education. Now, the pre-night evening orchestra composed of 12 Asian countries and 1 Korean. Each country we have about 10 musicians. So total 130 large orchestra teams will be playing from 8 p.m. Therefore, Madame Bokova has to rush to attend that orchestra. So I'm very sorry to announce, to remind you the fact. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend my deep gratitude to all of you who are here to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Korea's admission to UNESCO. As the Secretary General of the Korean National Commission for UNESCO, it is a great honor and a privilege to relate to you a history of UNESCO activities in Korea over the last 6 decades. UNESCO was established in 1945, just as Korea regained its independence and set up its new government in 1948. Korean society, long isolated and in urgent need of international exchanges for new knowledge and technology, turned towards UNESCO. The Korean War, which broke out only 11 days after Korea joined the UNESCO in June 14, 1950, left the country in ruins and despair. Recognizing the seriousness of the situation, UNESCO provided emergency assistance to Korea and contributed to establishing a factory for the printing of primary school textbooks, encouraging Korean children's interest in learning. Many Korean citizens still remember seeing UNESCO printed on the back cover of their books. Having achieved rapid development in the last 6 decades with significant help from international society, Korea has transformed from a receiving to a contributing country. Now it's time to return the gracious aid and assistance we once received to international society. In addition to the various activities the KNCU has undertaken to contribute to international society, I propose to implement a community-driven development project that dispatches Korean youth to underdeveloped countries as part of the Education for All project. Calling it the Bridge Program, we will send the young volunteers to 5 countries in Africa this year as a pilot program. The 60th anniversary has a special meaning in East Asian cultures, with the complete zodiac cycle having been completed and symbolically making a new beginning. 2 years later, I will be same age, 60 years old. Yeah. Korea's UNESCO activities, beginning with UNESCO's post-war assistance, successfully evolved during the last 6 decades due to pioneering effort, both from within Korea and from the greater UNESCO community. To assist in recognizing and briefly explaining the activities of the past 60 years, we would like to show you both a few short video clips and a historical photo exhibition. Before presenting these video clips, I would like to once again thank everyone here for their devotion to UNESCO activities in Korea, including our many honored guests attending this celebration of our 60th anniversary of Korea's admission to UNESCO. Thank you very much.
Since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed.
유네스코로부터 많은 학용품이 기증되어 왔습니다. 이에 11월 17일 이 문제부 당사는
Organized by the Ministry of Education, UNESCO, International Institute for Capacity Building in Africa, Korean National Commission for UNESCO, and Korean Research and Information Studies. Sama Sintara reports.
다음으로 이번 60주년 기념식을 빛내줄 또 한 분의 귀한 손님을 모시도록 하겠습니다. 한국이 낳은 세계적인 파페라 가수 로즈장 씨를 모시도록 하겠는데요. 오늘 불러주실 곡은 뮤지컬 캐츠의 주제가 메모리, 한국의 전통민요 도라지, 그리고 유네스코의 노래입니다.
Next, we'd like to call upon another special guest who attended to congratulate our celebration. Let us introduce the world-renowned Korean pop opera singer, Ms. Rose Jang, who will perform Memory from the musical Cats, a Korean traditional song called Toraji, and a song of UNESCO. Let's welcome her with a big applause.
Thank you very much. Before I begin, I would like to congratulate UNESCO on 60 amazing years. The first song I'll be singing is a traditional Korean folk song entitled Toraji.
Toraji
you. Midnight, not a sound from the pavement as the moon lost her memory. She is smiling alone in the lamplight, the way the leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Memory, all alone in the moonlight, I can smile at the old days. Life was beautiful then. I remember a time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Every street lamp seems to beat a fatalistic warning. Someone mutters in the street's lamp gutters, and soon it will be morning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will a street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. The memory of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And the last song, oh, that was quick. The final song is the UNESCO title song. Sun very much. Thank you. Thanks. I just learned this song last week.
예, 잠깐 기념 촬영 시간이 있겠습니다. 장관님, 안병만 교육과학기술부 장관님과 로즈 장 씨가 같이 기념 촬영을 하도록 하겠습니다.
We will invite the minister to take a photo with Rose Zhang.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
로즈 장 씨 아름답고 멋진 축하 무대였습니다.
Thank you for your lovely performance.
이어서 진행될 리셉션에 앞서 케이크 커팅 행사가 있겠습니다. 헤드 테이블에 계신 내빈 여러분께서는 케이크 앞으로 모여주시기 바랍니다.
Before we move on to the reception, a cake cutting ceremony will take place. Will members of the head table please come forward?
저희가 하나, 둘, 셋을 외치면 케이크 촛불을 꺼주시기 바랍니다.
Please blow out the candles as we count together. 1, 2, 3.
케이크 커팅에 참석하신 분들께서는 지금 계신 자리에서 잠시만 대기해 주시기 바랍니다. 예, 잠시만 대기해 주시기 바랍니다. 다음으로 건배사가 있겠습니다. 건배사는 유재건 한국 유네스코 협회연맹 회장님께서 해주시겠습니다. 내빈 여러분께서는 모두 잔을 들어주시기 바랍니다.
Next, a toast will be conducted by President Yoo Jae-gun, Korean National Federation of UNESCO Clubs and Associations.
여러분 안녕하십니까? 50년 전에 유네스코 한국위원회 직원으로 일하다가 40년 후에 돌아와서 지금 23군데 지역에 유네스코 협회가 있습니다. 그 협회 연맹 회장일을 맡고 있는 유재건입니다. 오늘 평화를 사랑하는 유네스코 가족 여러분 뵙게 돼서 반갑고요. 오늘 주빈인 보코바 유네스코 사무총장과 그 일행들을 위해서 또 유네스코의 미래를 위해서 건배 제의를 요청받았는데 주빈이 없어서 고무줄 없는 빤스 같이 됐습니다. 안고 없는 찐빵 비슷하게 됐습니다만은 여러분들의 건강을 위해서 또 가시는 일의 발전을 위해서 건배 제의를 하겠습니다. 잠깐 영어로 제가 인사하겠습니다. On behalf of peace-loving Korean people and family of UNESCO, I'd like to propose toast for the great organization UNESCO and Bokova, new captain for this missile. And I wish and pray he can conduct and carry this lofty ideal performance well with your staff members here. I welcome all of you, foreign guests and honor guests tonight. And I'd like to propose toast for UNESCO and staff persons and peace-loving people in the world. Cheers! Thank you.
시간이거든요. 식사나 먹어.
네. 반갑습니다.
제가